Carlos said, "What's up, all pops?" Justin. John says, "Hi-de-yo." Something ain't right. Give me just a second. There, we gotta see if that straightened it out any. Ah. Yeah. Don't want nobody looking at the ceiling. Somebody liable to get aggravated. Get it right. Alright. That's a little more better there, I guess. Hope everybody's doing well. John said you haven't said anything, and I'm laughing. I just being here, I guess. Carlos said hello, Kane. Kane says hello. Kane says I'm tired. Oh, he's waving. So what's everybody getting into tonight? Gary said, "What's up, NDP?" Not much, Gator. Gary, how about for you? Gator says hi. Hello, Gator. What's the weather like for you, Gator? I know it's got to be a lot prettier than here. Which I didn't have to wear my coat today, so that was a positive. Justin worked my ass off today.
What?
What?
I need piss.
Carlos said, "What's up, Gator?" Teresa said, "Do you believe in God?" We don't do religion or politics on this channel, but appreciate the comment. Let's see. Moore says, "Hi from India." Hello from India. Gator says, "About 75. I love it. I'd love to have that weather." Payu says, "Hi, Never and Son." Well, hello, Payu. 16 people in here. 7 thumbs up. Y'all hit my likey thingy for me, please. Let's get it on up there while everybody's in here early. That's no says, "May God bless you and your family." You too. I do appreciate it. Carlos said, "What's up, Payu?" Payu said, "Big boys, hi, bro." Oh, Lordy. Let's see. John Flucker says, "Shout out to my friend." We'll shout out to John's friend. Matthew France says, "Greetings from England." Hello from England. Robert says, "How are you?" This is Robert Harshberger. Hello, Robert. Mike says, "Hello, Randy, Justin, and Kane." Jeff says, "Can I sub your channel?" Yeah, please. Throw a sub out there if it comes up. I always check it every day, and if it comes up, we sub to everybody back. GBP says, "What do you call an Irish lesbian?"
Susan.
Gaelic. Mickey said, "What's up, pals, from the land of the tea?" Well, hello, Mickey. Pizza said hi. Steven said hi. Robert said, "Where is Randy Jr.?" He's down there working on the LS motor. Carlos said, "What's up, Mike?" Moshi says, "Us help Iran?" I hope we are. Jabber says, "I just subbed." Well, thank you. Tom Brown said, "Good evening, all." Good evening, Tom. PG says, "Opinion on elite cannibals in America offers currently." We don't do politics. Payu said, "Big boys, 41,000 RPMs." Kreger said, "Sometimes I lay on the kitchen floor and pretend to be a crumb." Ham says, "Best advice for happy marriage life: make yourself happy." If the spouse, whichever way it is, if the spouse cannot be happy, let them find somewhere else to be happy. If y'all can't be happy with each other or yourself, keep walking. Robert said, how did it go work? Justin and I went and helped Daddy today at his house, so we didn't work today. Patap says thoughts on Jews. I love everybody. What colors? It says, what are you two gay lovers? That'd be kind of. We're not from never mind. That is my youngest son. Thank you.
Oh, golly.
Bessie says support Trump. That is the best marriage advice. Daniel says be kind. Looks like that football player. Carlos says, yep, pay you 41,000 RPMs. Kaboomel says, tell Yellow Shirt thanks for plowing my Graham. Couldn't have been easy. Bessie says, mega bitch, you will do politics, Trump rocks. I will not do politics.
That makes no sense.
PG says, cannibalism isn't politics issue. Well, we're not doing cannibalism either. JMG says, baldy over there, what's it like to have no hair? Is it hot? Is it cold? I don't care because I'm not bald. Robert said, who's on the couch? That's my youngest son, T-Mew. That's Justin. Mike said, Super Carlo. Moshi says, US. ES says, it's never too late to become a Jeep bro. Ham says, well, why that guy behind you made a laugh on marriage? Because he's smart enough to not get into it yet. Jimmy says, cat dog, cat dog. Jane says, hi family, I see the trolls beat me into the live. Yeah, they're here, Jane. I wish that there's 29 people, only 15 thumbs up. I wish the trolls would give a like. At least they're getting their message read. BOK said, where's Minage? So funny says, name one country that wasn't better before blacks showed up. What color is this? Says, let's see the dog come play. Let's see. Graham says, is there any? Carlos says, hello, Jane. Daniel says, are you retired? I wished I was. I'm getting real close. Hazen says, hello from India. How are you doing, mate? Doing great. Hope you are. James says, all up the dome. I'm on my way. Bick says, oi, it's me. Hello, Bick. Jane says, hi, Justin. Robert said, tell Justin, hi, it's Robert. I get a job, never done projects. Jane said, hi, Bick. Daryl says, tap, tap. Hello, Daryl. Jane says, hi, Robert. Annie says, how was your drive? I'm glad it's over. Carlos said, what's up, Big? Jane says, hi, Daryl. Big says, chat. Whoop, whoop. Jane says, hi, Carlo. White Purple says, Jason is coming. Jane says, hi, Annie. Daniel said, where's the cold beer? We don't drink. Graham says, have you ever thought of becoming a, nope. Kaboom says, what's the dog doing? Chilling. White Purple said, Poland. Jane says, hi, Daniel. Jimmy said, that dog is a good dog. Get up at that dog. Carlos said, what's up, Daniel? Daryl, sorry. Ghost Face says, give me an advice on life in general. I need it. Make yourself happy. If you can't make yourself happy, you're spinning your wheels. Trump said, here comes the best Donald Trump. And he said, are you getting a pizza tonight? Nope, we just eat steak. Daryl said, big. Robert said, can I wear Randy Jr. my work jacket? Yeah. Hey, you said, big boy, how many cars do you have? There's at least 21, 22 here right now. Jane said, Graham, same question every day. Be creative. What color? Says, I am an idiot. Oh, man, first sign of getting help is mean you got a problem, but we're here for you. Thank you. Says, what's your name? Randy. Chris says, Emu, Randy again. You, Randy again. Don says, greetings from Kenya. Jane says, hi, Jimmy. UK says, hello, you look like Steve Jobs. Lawrence says, miss you guys. Hello, Lawrence. Jane says, I'll pay you. Graham says, has anyone made any plans on taking their extra exams to see if you pass? Nope. Thank you. Said, what's your name? Ghostface said, thanks. Jane says, hi, Lawrence. Maria says hi, Kiwi behind head behind. UK says, what are your thoughts on Epstein files? Here in Europe, everyone are talking about that. I don't put no thought into it. I think it's stupid. Lawrence says, hello, Jane. Kaboom says, what did the elephant say to the naked man? I don't know. What did he say? My trunk's longer than yours? Robert said, where I sit in your office. Well, I don't know. We'll clean the spot off. Jane said, Graham, come on, be creative. Jimmy said, hey. Kaboom says, it's cute, but I can pick peanuts. I like it. Maya says, Jesus loves you. Have a great day. You too. Payu says, hi, Jane. Carlos says, a few. Payu, I can't count off the top of my head. Mike says, hi, Jane, Daryl, and Big. Thank you. Said, what's your name? Billy Jane. Jane says, hi, Maria. Laura said, no comment on Epstein. Nope. Daryl said, no politics or religion. What color? Says, Lord bless us. Yeah, okay. Maria said, I just finished Talladega. Did you like it? Talladega Nights, it was good. A good race movie. Well, I guess if you said it was a good race movie, you liked it. Daryl said, Mike. Grammar says, Jane, you are jealous of me because I'm a very experienced Michael, I don't know what it is, and you can't do. Okay. Mike says hello.
Yeah.
Early. Daniel says, is your wife cooking dinner? We just had steak. Robert said, how was your work jacket? Hazel said, hi, puppy. Maria said she's going to cook them if they say something stupid. Lawrence said, guess what? I'm live now. Cool. Jane said, Graham, you're getting old. X says, have you heard of Slipknot? I've heard of it. Don't know what it is, but I've heard of it. James Maria, I knew you'd like it. Michael says, have you generated $1 million? I wished. Maria says it was 7 out of 10 movie. I laughed a lot, but don't care for the race scenes. Dan said, who is that skinny, bold guy? Bold or bald? BOLD. Graham says, I'm going now. See y'all. You see yours all again soon. Stay safe. Everyone, peace and love. See you, Graham. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, I didn't finish. Love and to all, keep everyone, kiss, kiss. Robert says, tell Justin I got my Christmas card in the mail. Cray says, I can relate to Never Done Projects. I am 54 with ADHD. Jimmy says, I had a hound and pit bull breed dog. Daniel says, are you in college? Are you a college graduate? Nope. Michael says, do you believe racism exists in the USA? We don't discuss it, but if everybody quit talking about it, it'd go away. Lawrence says, I'm 47 and retarded. I lost my kids yesterday. Jay says, hi, Craig. Maria says, I'm drawing right now. Sullivan said, do you support Trump? Kaboom says, can Yellow Shirt tell me about his bathroom accident of 07? Carlo says, hello, Maria. Maria says, hi, Carlo. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 8 blues. Says, do you live in the UK? Nope. Jane said, Justin, quit beating that dog. AB says, checking. 20 people in here, 27 thumbs up. Thank y'all. That was nice of you. I just got called up. Lawrence says, hey there, home though now. Hey there, home though now. Maria says, bring the camera a little closer. We can't see you. Daryl says, I'll be back. Gotta edit. All right, Daryl, thank you. Short says, bald eagle. Aaron says, hi, I just joined. Well, hello, Aaron. Jimmy said, Law, who lost their kids? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 8 blues. Says, what country do you live in, man? We are in Denton, North Carolina in the United States. America land. Aaron says, are you Asian? Nope. Reaper said, meow. Jane said, hi, shorts. 30 people in here, 27 thumbs up. Kaboom says, they are Canadian. I don't believe him. Jane said, Lawrence, you lost the twins? Jordan says, hello from UK. Master said, haha, America is making a fool out of themselves. Greeting from the rest of the world. Laugh my ass off. Jane said, hi, Reaper. Blue says, do you know where the best days live? Do you know where the best days live? They live right here where you live them every day. Reaper said, one more day. Lawrence said, I seen a square body Chevy today on my live stream. Cool. Carlos says, yeah, me, Ashton, I'm good. I'm good and stab you. LTZ says, Grandpa. Silk says, hi, Mr. How are you? I'm doing great. Hope you are. Where are you from? Denton, North Carolina, United States. Maria says, my dad wanted to buy a new car, so I showed him pics of good cars to buy, and he said, since when you know about cars? Jane said, Reaper, are you sure you want to take that leap? Lawrence says, hello, everyone. Maria says, well, Dad, that's a long story. Kaboom says, favorite classic car, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Man says, can I have some of those Cocoa Puffs? You sure can. Lawrence says, Lowell. Dylan, no, it ain't got an L. Carol says, North Carolina, hello from New Jersey. Silky says, you are handsome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Kaboom said, what? That's a good one. Reaper says, I'm sure, Jane. Blue said, where does the Bay live? Believe. Jane says, welcome, New Jersey. Lawrence says, you work for the railroad? Yes. Track inspector. Brian said, hello from Manchester, UK. It's going to take 18 months to qualify for us citizenship. I have a 9-year-old daughter there in Ohio. Awesome.
No spark.
Let's see. James says, Brian, I'm in Ohio. Rick is bad said, Maria said, is there any real reason why you stopped wearing orange?
You! You're the reason. You complain because he wore nothing but orange. Woman!
Blue said, do you know where live? Yeah, I know where I live. How about do you know where you live? Brian said, nice. I like it where especially central Ohio. Lars says, I'm cool. My dad was an engineer for the Northwest in S. Cool.
I'm sorry.
Carlos said, what's up, R3 homie?
What's up, Carlo?
Grandma says, hi, Pops, and Randy3. Hello, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma.
Maria said, lol, no, I didn't. Fish memory. Grandma
Selective
says,
memory.
hi, everyone. Jane said, Brian, I'm 90 minutes from Columbus towards Dayton. Jane
Grandma,
said,
are
hi,
y'all still
Grandma.
alive?
Lawrence says, I'm in Michigan. Maria said, I love making fun of his orange. That's why.
Oh, hell. You don't say.
Jay Mature says, hello from Unwillings, Kansas.
Hello.
Brian said, it's a long process, but it's about 2 years, and that's fine. Blue said, yes, I live in the UK. Lawrence says, hi.
Hello.
Jane says, Lawrence, did you say you lost your kids? Kaboom says, ask Beardy to tell us about the bathroom incident of '07. I took a shit. Jane says hi, Kansas. Grandma says hi, Jane. Grandma says hi, big boy toys. Lauren said, yes, I did. Jane says, Brian, I'm glad you're going through process to be with daughter. Maria said, okay, now I should find another reason to annoy Randy. Grandma says, hi, Maria. Blue says, my name is Tyra Truman. Tyra Truman. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Maria says, Plan B, talk about his bald head. Carlos says, hello, Grandma. Jane said, Lawrence, the twins. Maria says, hi, Grandma. Jimmy says, he blew it up. Official says, I'm proud of myself. I'm a hard-working 43-year-old man, been married for 7 years, bought a house, 2 kids, and most important to me, I haven't. Jim Maduro said hi. Maria says, bring the camera closer. I can't bring it closer, Maria. It sits right where it does all the time. Reaper says, I bought Annabelle a new dress today and
I bet he put it on while he was at work.
I bought Annabelle a new dress today and put a lift kit on the ram and put a brush guard and light bar and 40-inch tires and a better sound system. Awesome. What color was the dress you're wearing?
40 minutes.
Blue says, what's your name?
Ezekiel.
Lawrence said, yes, I got them back though. It was a called on me, okay. Jane said, hello, Maria. Then chat would cover his face.
And
Grandma said,
chat's covering your face.
sorry, Pops, I'm jumping in and out because I'm doing the live still. Grandma, I understand. I appreciate you coming in here, but you want to focus on your life. I understand. I really do.
If
But
anybody
thank
wants to
you.
talk with Grandma and Grandpa
Yeah.
of it,
You and
He's
them's live. Believe me, there's enough out there for everybody. Jane said, Lawrence, I'm glad you got them back. Maria said, okay, but we can't see you.
you don't need to see me.
Kaboom says multiple. Jimmy says official. I don't know why she can't see me. I can see on both my phones. Do you have an iPhone? Let's see. Jimmy said official. Maria said okay. Invisible Randy. Lawrence says I'm getting 45-inch tires. Reaper says Pink Pony Club.
That's exactly where you work.
Official said thanks for making me feel like crap. I never bothered communicating on your stream again.
Okay.
All right, be careful. Be safe. Brian says, have you ever seen a bald eagle? Bald eagle? Nope. The material says, I like it when you read me things. Brian said, this morning I saw a bald eagle. Tyrant says, I've got to go to bed soon. Turn it on night today. Cool. Robert says, I have a LS in my Mustang. Sin, yes. Nah. Bam says, hi, Grandpa. Hello, Bam. Jane says, Reaper, remember to walk with a wiggle. Show your stuff. Olivia said, Pop Pops. Hello, Olivia. Lawrence says, thank you, guys. Grandma said, Randy, are you guys still going to be going for the burnouts? Yes.
I mean, if you're talking about for tomorrow.
Oh, you talking about tomorrow? I have not worked on anything. I do not know what's going to happen in the morning. So I do not see us making it, but I don't know. Brian said somehow the feathers were removed from the top of his head. Maria said no. Olivia says, I have news. What's your news, Olivia?
He's pregnant.
Tyrant says no. Jane says, I have an iPhone. I see you fine. Maria says, I can see you, but I can't really see you at the same time. You might want to clean your glasses. Bam says, hey, Grandpa, I'm your new subscriber. Well, thank you, Bam. Grandma says hi, Olivia. Maria says the comments cover you. Reaper says the dress is red. Jimmy says I can't stop laughing at everything. Grandma says hi, Reaper and Annabelle. Jane said Bryant, no feathers on the eagle. Grandma says hi, Jimmy. Lawrence said honestly, will they fit with a 4-inch lift kit? I don't know. Maria says why you bother wearing black today? Did someone die? No. Terrence says I got to go too soon at my nads. All right. Reaper says now that's the chance that I'm upgrading the rim and something happens to it. Let's hope not. Grandma says we want to come over tomorrow, even if it's to hang out with you guys. Y'all are always welcome.
I'll probably be doing a set of tires tomorrow. You're welcome to come by.
Skinwalker says, what are your pronouns? I didn't really pay much attention in English. I didn't think I'd ever use pronouns, so I didn't really pay attention. So I don't really know what pronouns are.
My pronouns are semi-professional race car driver.
Olivia says my nephew was born yesterday. Awesome. Lawrence said it's 2000 Grand Cherokee Laredo. I don't know.
I don't know, Lawrence, but I mean.
Maria says my glasses is just fine, thank you. You should clean your glasses. I'm not having a problem seeing me. I can see me just fine. Kaboom says, damn Canadians. Maria says, hi, I'm Randy. I hide behind comments.
You hide behind the screen.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear about hiding.
Well,
Jane says, hi, Olivia.
Your lower lip down is covered by comments.
To
be fair.
Jane said she has no problem seeing me.
Here, look, let me help you out here there, princess. This computer's not connected to the internet, but it's still trying to damn update.
Let's see.
Maria said, shut up. I'm not trying to hide from anybody. No.
Tyler says I have to go to sleep at my nad soon, son. EZ says hi. Grandma says, but we have to wait to see when this guy call us to meet him for the transmission, and then we go. But if we can't make it tomorrow, we will be there Sunday breakfast. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me, Grandma. Y'all
Cheers. Number one, Drill says United Slim of America's is Country Zoo. Hey, whatever you think. Jane, buy some tickets then. Jane said, good night, Blues. Reaper says, damn it, the skinwalkers followed me here. Ha ha. Easy said, hi, everyone. Olivia says, Evan came out perfectly healthy. Good, I'm glad.
I'm really glad.
Olivia says, hey, Jane. Grandma says, hey, Easy. Maria said, shut up. I'm not hiding from anybody. Ribbits said, why do Americans love fast food? Because we're fast. Fast as fuck, dude. Easy says hi. Jane said, hello, Reaper. I am waiting for the skinwalkers to catch up. Maria says, how much? Wow, much difference. Thank you, little Randy. Olivia said, because it's fast. Lawrence says, I'm cooking my own food. I hate fast food. Well, I'm glad I can please everybody because I don't like that part of me showing. But hey, who cares? It's just me, right? Olivia said, cause it's fast. Lawrence says, let's see. Jane said, maybe it's because it's convenient. Grandma says, thank you. Jane said, Olivia, how much did we weigh? Maria says,
Olivia's about 450.
Maria says, you know, I would like to have a YouTube channel one day. Start one, Maria. Demis says, fast food extremely unhealthy. Tyrant says, hi. Kaboom says, tell me how many inches. There's 19 people, 38 thumbs up. Each thumb up's probably 2.5 inches. Maria says, about traveling. Easy said, I'm subscribing. Thank you. Terrence says, I got to go to bed now. Be safe. Thank you. Easy said, I sub. Thank you. Jamager is showing some type of picture. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Easy said, I'm staying here until you end it. All right. Ma Hunger says, hi. Lawrence says, we care, brother. Well, thank you. Easy said, hi. Jane said, easy, hello. Olivia said, I don't know, actually. I wasn't told. Easy said hi. Easy said, oh man, I can't even watch. Maria says, I won't start it now. I should focus on college. Maybe after college, I'll think about it. Okay. Easy said, GTG.
Got to go.
Jane said, Olivia. Cherries, baby, question mark. Terrence says, bye, see ya. Easy said, bye, see ya. Jamar says, can you read the different voices? No, I can't do that. Jamar says, for me? For me. Jane said, easy, take care. Olivia said, yes. Sherry's baby. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can translate. Doop. Translate to English. It's translation. Senator says, please follow me. Did you follow me?
Vehicle information, 1999 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 6-liter V8 gas. The 99 Silverado didn't have a 6-liter, did it?
There you go. Thank you. 99's, I don't know. Yeah, for a Cadillac.
Not a Silverado.
Let's see. Reaper said, Annabelle says, hey everyone. Hello, Annabelle. Terrence says, bye. Jane says, hi, Annabelle. Jane says, take care, Blues. NS says, my name is Forrest Gump. I like chocolate. Olivia says, I can ask Annie. She is there. Kaboom says, but Yellow Shirt can do a great strip routine.
He does that at the Pony Club with the Reaper. Reaper throws the dollars at him.
Tyrant said, bye again. Jane says, bye, Blues. 23 people, 40 thumbs up, and it's only
36 minutes.
36 minutes into the live. Thank y'all very much. I do appreciate it.
This is what doesn't make sense to me. Hardware is P01, ECM, GM, Gen 3, V8, 4.3 liter V6.
Huh. See, Reaper says, all right, so what vehicle should I take to dinner tomorrow night? Take the big old Dodge. Jane said, that way you can help her out. Jane says, kaboom, you missed it. Yellow Shirt was in a great routine. Took all my money. Blue said, Jimmy. Tyrant said, Jimmy. Maria says, why every day on the lives Kane sleeps on the couch?
Because he's a Great Dane, he's lazy.
That's what he likes to do. Tyrant said, Jimmy. Jane said, Blues is your name. Jimmy, question mark. They said it was Tyrant if I saying it right. Oh.
Can y'all see me now? Hello? Can y'all see me now? Am I hiding behind the comments? Hello?
I've seen him get up.
Let's see. Jay said, oh, I just read that. Blue said, no. Maria said, Lord, he just like me. I'm laying on the couch too. Tyrant said, yes. Kaboom says, I bet computer guy gives amazing Blue says yes. Glenn says yes. Olivia says 9.3 pounds. Jane. Maria says, get away, old man. Someone said, hi, Greenland. Hello there, someone. Hamster said, I like your hair, sir. Well, thank you. I did it special today just for you. Reaper said, could take the sting or the judge. That's a good idea. Take the sting or the judge. Maria says, gosh, you scare me. Jane says, man, big baby boy, isn't that her first baby? Mike said, Randy, that scared me. I think I wet myself. Tyrant said, I got to go now. All right, go. Be careful now. Grandma says, hi, Mike. Jane says, hi, Mike. Maria said, can you please remember that I'm watching this in the middle of the night and light closed and everyone is asleep. Did I wake everybody up? Jane said, Blues, I'm not saying goodbye again. Mike says, hi, everyone. Olivia says, yeah, her first kid. Kaboom said, amazing head computer guy. Let's see, Hassan said, hi, how are you, sir? I'm doing great, hope you are. Tyrant said, I will. Katniss says, greetings from UK. Well, hello, you from UK? Maria said, well, that's a deep subject. Annie says, do you like fountain soda? Yeah, I mean,
Just a hit and miss for me.
yeah, I just like to drink drinks. Reaper said, might go with the sting. That's a good idea. If I was you, I'd go with the sting. Jane said, kaboom, stop being an ass. Maria says, do that again. I'll piss myself. Hassan
I
says,
wouldn't tell him that.
are you living in Philadelphia? Nope. Marco says, he is gay. Everybody help Marco out. He's coming out of the closet. He is gay. Everybody welcome him. We don't talk gay stuff in here, but if you are, trying to get help for being gay, we do try to help people. Hassan said, I am from Pakistan. Federal said, hi. Jane said, hi, Hassan. Tyrant said, I'm from UK. Jane said, hi, UK. Kaboom says, okay, only for 5 minutes, then I'll crack another dumb one. All right. Maria says, little Randy, what are you working on?
Computer.
The computer for the motor he's trying to get started. Kat says, what state are you from? North Carolina. Someone said, guys, I like your private gay club. Well, do you? You're welcome anytime. I think they got another gay guy up here. Marco, y'all can go together. As I said, Trump is much better than Joe Biden. Trump gives javelin to Ukraine, and OBAS was giving sheets. Andy says, fountain Sprite, no ice, sounds good. Marco says, he is very gay. He says sometimes he tries to fuck himself. I'm sorry, everybody. I shouldn't have said that. Olivia says, don't recommend pissing yourself. Hasn't said, do you support Israel or Palestine? Both of them. I support everybody. Mark Rose says he still looks gay. I'm sorry that you look gay. Being gay is bad enough, but looking gay is even worse. RMR88 says, are wars prolonged because they are economically and politically profitable? I don't know. Never fought in one. Mr. Randy is expert with gay stuff. You can ask him about those things. Memory says, hi from Dayton. Let's go, Cletus, Travis and Tony Stewart. Tyrant says, I got to go now. Bye. Alex said, beautiful dog, thank you. Reaper says, I work at the Pink Pony Club, but that's a whole different story. Maria says, I need gay friend. Hassan said, what do you think about current situation in the Middle East? I think it's kind of hot.
I don't know. Hey, Maria, what's the weather over there?
Marco says he looks a lot like Popeye Gay, but hey, listen, Marco, we all here so try to support you. Olivia says finally, BRB, we made it through to where we were going to be back. Hassan said Russia have more nuclear missiles and more advanced weapons than the U.S. Russia will be becoming superpower than what you think it is. Hey, I still don't care. Well, I want to see something here. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Gay shit.
Gay.
Well, joined February 24th, 2023. He's
You've been here for 4 years.
Aston's got 2 subscribers. He's got one video, 106 views. I think it's a gay video.
No, yeah, it's a flag.
Yeah, I think he's got himself there a gay video there. I might take all these gay comments and put them back on his one video. I hope I don't mess up anything. Tyron says hi. Jane says hi, memory. Mike sent happy poo for 10 joules. Maria said, Lord, he's not talking about the weather. I know that, Maria. Get with the program, Maria. As it said, Russia will be superpower again. Many people said this. Maria said he's talking about politics stuff in the Middle East. Oh, hell. Remember, we don't do politics stuff. That's the reason I didn't answer him in a politics way.
I don't even know what's happening in the backyard.
Viewer says, you look German, sir. Are you? No, sir. Reaper said, Peanut Gallery, y'all all right? Marco says, are you a friend of Epstein? Tyrant says, can you sing a song for us? Kevin said, brother, I miss you. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. All right. Jane said, Blue, you haven't left? Hassan said, what do you think when them will Trump attack on Greenland? I don't know. Maria said, okay. Tyrant said, no. Jane said, Hassan, no politics.
Hello, everybody.
Kevin says, I can't imagine life without you. Marco said, is this a bicycle on your nose? What, this one? Right there? Nope, not a bicycle.
Careful, Jacob's gonna get offended.
He ain't in here.
Oh, okay.
Kaboom said, computer guy is watching gay videos right now. Well, the bad part about it is he was seeing you.
Bad part about it is you know which video I'm watching. Dumbass.
I know who that is.
Oh, well, looky here. Kaboom's got some videos. I can start.
That's his playlist.
Oh, that's just a playlist. I'm sorry. He created a gay list. Oh, I mean a playlist. I'm sorry. Let's see. Maria says, can you please stop?
Don't stop that.
Tyra says, including. And Kevin says, he's a good man. Marco says, I will call the police on your criminal hair. Kaboom's laughing. Maria says, now I can see all your wrinkles.
Hi.
Let's see. I ought to start talking real low so she'll turn the volume up and then holler and see if it wakes her mom and daddy up. Jane said, Kaboom, I'm glad you're finally come out of the closet. Kevin says, you look good, brother. Well, thank you. Oh my gosh, we got another one. It's Johnny. Johnny said, God bless streamers watching gay videos. Johnny is gay, everybody. Welcome, Johnny. I'm glad you finally come out of the closet. We got a couple more in here that would love to take you back in the closet. Y'all get some Vaseline and go talk to yourself. Hey, hey. Hey, he joined October the 4th, 2012. He has got, oh, no channel, this channel doesn't have any content. It is only a gay channel, and he likes to. Ooh, Johnny, that's not good. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Jane said, Lowell, what would be mean, Pops? Let's whisper. Maria says, I knew if you were going to. Maria says, if I knew you're going to be this annoying, I would have asked you to fix the camera. I wouldn't have asked you to fix the camera. Kaboom says, we are all little gay, aren't we not? Nope. I'm 100% not. Let's see. Joseph said, OF, question mark. Falcon said, West Virginia #1. Random said, what's your dog's name? Kane. Johnny says, I look good though. Opinions are like assholes. And you look like one. Jane said, hi, Falcon. Late Night says, this is Guy AI. Is this guy AI? Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Mike said, just a couple more and we can have a rainbow parade. I know, right? What? I don't know about the parade, but I might be willing to bet we can get a train going. Maria said, yes, he is. Jane said, late night. Yep. Joseph said, you skipped me. Did I? Oh, hell. I don't think I skipped you. I think I read your comment. Let's see. Jerry says, you're awoke? I'm sure the fuck not asleep. Kevin said, I need curry. Vernon says, okay. Wow. Where am I? Kaboom says, only gay people say they ain't gay. I think that you got that a little backwards. Cutie Pie said this. James says, hey, Unc. James says, I have a question. All right, James, ask your question. Random said, Mesa or Ronaldo? I don't know. Late Night says, I knew he wasn't real. Cutie Pie said, what's your stance on Trump? We don't do politics. James said, random message, but you've asked this before. This is the audience says, I love bald gay streamers. There's another one. We got a train forming here, everybody. Kaboom says, Tyra says, you never got a little weird watching gay videos. Well, I don't watch gay videos. So, therefore, I'll leave that up to you. Jane said, Cutie Pie, no politics. Mike said, they can go up at the Fudgy Hill. There you go. Maria said, Lord, there's so many gays in the chat. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what in the world happened here. Daryl said, what did y'all do today? Actually, Justin and I went and helped Daddy out. He needed a trailer moved, a building moved, and Randy worked today, so
he did nothing.
Justin and I are pretty damn tired. Daddy worked our ass off, to be honest with you. And the bad part about it is I did not set I even took the camera and I didn't set it up, and I think it would have been cool watching that little tractor move that building.
Oh,
James
you
said,
the news for me.
Justin got a job.
James
And it's not a blowy.
James said, was it real 6 mil? Joseph said, OF. I read it, Joseph. OF, question mark, OF. How much more you want me to read the damn thing?
OF.
Pam says, you're a top or bottom guy. Jane said, Maria, they're all coming out of the closet tonight. Random said, what the hell? Daryl said, oh, second tap. Thank you. Cutie Pie says, oh, MB, I'm new here. Jane said, thanks, Cutie Pie. Rumple says, hello, Pops. Hello, Rumple. Rumple says, Jane, hello. Jane says, hey, Rumple. OG says, what's up, dude? Your favorite Welsh rapper just popping in to drop
She thought you'd be unemployed for the rest of your
Kaboom
life.
says that they are gay again. Damn, dude, we got you. We understand. You got the little stiffy for a riffy. Hey, dude, whatever. Rumble says, you found the treasure? Jane says, ha. And Kevin says, you are the best man to exit in the universe. Cutie Pie says, you're very chilled. I love the vibe. Thank you. Maria says, no way. MH says, hi from Iran. Maria said, Justin got a job. And Jane said, Justin got a job. Rumble says, hello, Randy Jr. and Justin. Randy says, woo, what kind of job?
Hello, everyone.
He's a machinist, CNC.
Right now I'm a machine operator.
Danny says, I am a. I tell you what, I'm just gonna skip y'all gay jokes, y'all being stupid. Maria said, I thought he'd be unemployed for the rest of his life. Daryl said, where at, Justin? Rumple said, Long Ridge,
That's where you
hello.
answer.
Someplace or another.
He probably doesn't even
I
know.
don't even know. I don't even know, Daryl. I know it's in Archdale.
What's it called?
Kaboom said he's asking for your OnlyFans. I'm curious too. Y'all gotta donate money before I give y'all my OnlyFans. Joseph said OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Need it.
I have only farms.
Hog says, how are you, Pum Pum?
I probably should have done this.
James says, what do you think about the...
Credits. Credits for what?
Daryl says, Rumple. Hog says, bros, I like Sweetie Pie. Rumple says, hello, Mac. Jane said, geez, hope all these newbies at least hitting likes. Me too, Jane. Kaboom
Well,
says,
so
I got a
looks like
stiffy for yellow shirt, but in a straight gay kind of way. There is no straight gay if you got a hard
Wait,
on for...
Who's
No.
got a yellow shirt on?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin said, I would give me life for your brother. Hog says, why is Unc talking like a teacher? Rita says, now I'm jealous. I want a job too. No, we think you will be unemployed for life.
Jobs suck.
Swine said, hi. Maria says, can I work at your shop, sir? Well, once you get out of college, we'll see if we can go back to getting some shorts put up. What do you call them? They're not shorts.
What?
I
Oh
don't
my god, my
know.
nose is just
Little
Shorts?
clips.
clipped.
James
What?
said, enough. Danny. Mike said, hi,
Lawrence?
Rumple. Maria says, how much you're going to pay me? No
No
attention.
damn attention.
James said, Justin, CNC? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes. Chair was taken, says, only balls. James says, Lord, chair, right? Then he got message deleted by Jane.
Dumbass.
Joseph said, only balls. Joseph says, how do we get my name on the wall? Become a member. It's $4.99 a month. You become a member of the channel. We put your name up on the wall and out at the road. Kevin said, I will dedicate my life to making you live forever, brother. Maria says, unemployed? Me? No way.
Probably.
See, I believe Maria's going to be a chicken farmer.
Mm.
This is the absence. Sounds like Jane is a hater. Jane said, hi, Joseph. Joseph said, then I get the OF?
I guess. Only fans. Now we're gonna post fans on it.
I'll tell you if I got one or not if you donate $10. Maria says, I have a farm on my phone. Farm bill. Mike says, kaboom, are you saying you're left learning philosophy?
Oh.
And he says, do you burn your dog poop? Shit, no. Cater says, is the dog alive? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kaboom said, can we all agree to start a cult with yellow shirts as our DEITY?
Did he?
No, it's It's D-I-D-D-Y. He's dead.
Joseph said, "Oh shit! Now
Who's
we're
yellow
getting
shirt
somewhere." Maria said, "I can't wait to start working." Cater said, "He's sleeping so hard he looks dead. I eat my dog's poop. You're a sick individual. Would you mind giving me a thumbs up?" Jane said, "Audience, not a hater, but enough of idiot talk." And he said, My neighbors do. They burn their dog poop. Tell them don't cook it quite so long." 22 people, 47 thumbs up. I wish some of these guys or these people would give a thumbs up here, and if I could reach 50 before 7, that'd be awesome. Mike said, "Jane playing Whack-A-Troll." Yeah, I don't know if Jane's getting aggravated with him or mucking with him too. Cater said, "Happy days, guys. What you guys doing?" Well, I'm here reading the comments. Justin's helping the dog sleep, and Randy's working on the computer, so trying to get the
Computer's
mode.
fine. The computer's fine, but it seems to be what could be causing the issue is a bad crankshaft position.
Jane said, "Oh, Mike, they beat me into the live tonight. It was scary, crazy." Maria says, "You need some Botox here and there." Kevin said, "I reached 250 pounds today." Johnny said, "I should apologize about before the audience tricked me into thinking to the guys were gay streamers. I want to hack on you a bit, but it's on me. Cure dog." Johnny said, "Cute." Oh. Joseph said, sent bronze medal for 50 jewels. Jane says, "Maria, come to the States. I need Botox." Kaboom says, left my thumb up. Maybe joking around, but I don't enjoy the vibe.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Then leave.
Joe says, bronze medal for 50. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Mike said, "Jane, they are full of board tonight." Well, Kaboom, you come in here talking good and everything, and then went crazy. So if you don't enjoy the vibe, I'm sorry. Most people do, but you're welcome to click on and go somewhere else. I do appreciate you coming in and talking, but if you don't enjoy the vibe, this channel's not for everybody. Joseph sent some more bronze jewels. Ray said, "Jane, I don't think you need it. You look just fine. Someone needs it more than you." Kaboom says, "I enjoy the vibe." Oh, well, up there you said, "But I don't enjoy the vibe." Cater said, "If anyone in this chat doesn't give this man a thumbs up, then you are gay." Hey, I like Cater. Thank you. Joseph says, "I don't know what those are, but I thought you'd like them." Yeah, we appreciate them. Aljane, I guess I'm saying this, not the comments. I'm gay and proud. And like I said, well, we're happy for you if that's what you are. We're not, we're not trying to change anybody's ways, but we're in here to have a good time. We don't talk about it, but if that's you, you do you, boo. Johnny says, "I like the vibe. Dad's on the job." Justin, Kaboom said, "Mistype a bit." Oh, okay. Sorry. Jane said, "I think Kaboom does enjoy the live. Enjoy us." Yes. Cater said, "Put a thumbs up, guys, or you are gay." Live chat says, "I love Trump." Carlos said, "Maria, sorry if I take a while to respond to your emails. I usually sleep when you email me midnight." Trey said, "What was your skit here, Mr. What Do You Do?" Well, here I come on, and we're all here coming to have a good time and talk and carry on, and I'll read everybody's comments on our day-to-day life. Randy and I both work for Railroad. Justin just got him a job at CNC machinist, and here at the shop we work on old cars and burn out cars and just enjoy life. Talina says hello. Maria says, "Hey, I'm not gay." Kaboom says yellow shirt, and I are gay as. Cater says give a thumbs up. Maria Beth says sent bronze medal for 50 jewels. Thank you, Beth, and hello. Joseph says Israel controls the U.S. Beth sent some more bronze medals for 50 jewels. Thank you. Jane said live chat, no politics. Talina says I'm new here. No, you're not. Let me see something.
Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Can you
Uh-oh.
see what I see?
Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn.
Dumbass.
Yep, I'm sorry. France says, I'm new here. I am sorry. I thought you were somebody else. My bad. Cater said, Franz, give the man a thumbs up now.
I would appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. Daryl says, got my suit and helmet today. Going to do a unboxing in the morning. Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Jane said, kaboom, yellow shirt had orange nail polish a few weeks ago. What color you wearing? Bria said, post your bald head at your OF. Trey says, sweet brother, nice, sounds fun. I build pole barns.
Cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Stripper
Wait a
poles
minute.
too, or
I
what?
think you come in here before. Nope. Maybe not. Somebody else come in here building pole barns, and I asked them something, and they never responded. Daryl said 51 likes. Yes, damn, I'm showing 53. Thank y'all. Let's see. This says the audience says I'm kind of surprised how many gay fans you guys have. We're here for everybody. Ale says I have a charming at home, but there is no way to tell. Okay, if I have no what the hell that is. And he says, have you had Detroit style pizza? I have not. Never been to Detroit. Jane said, hi, Beth. Maria said, I think gay people like him. Francis says, I get that often. You're cool beans. And like I said, I apologize. I thought it was Talina, and I did not look at the pictures. My bad. Christopher said, my name is Christopher. Well, hello, Christopher. Is it Christopher Robbins? This is audience says, Francis, can I call you Franklin? Maria says, what is a memory you won't forget?
Fish.
Probably Randy getting hit by the tree. Kevin said, are you a bodybuilder? Yeah, I built the round part first. Francis says, well, this is the audience says you didn't even think about it. Boris says, love Big Doe. Jane said, this is let me think. Nope. Joseph said, Jesus Christ is king. And he says, you can get it anywhere. Little Caesars has it. It's the square pizza with crispy edge and sauce on top. Oh, I've never tried it. I'm sorry, I didn't know you could get it anywhere. Jane said, yes, it is. I saw it and called her name too soon. It was my bad. L says, my Chinese friend says if you would sell that dog for $50, he is having a barbecue tonight. Trey said, nah, sir, ain't been there before. I'm a young dude that drinks a lot and works 12-hour shifts every day except Saturday and Sunday. Been digging the outlet here lately for a septic system. Yeah, like I said, Trey, I'm sorry. There is, we get a lot of people in here, and I try to remember everybody's name. And we have another one that come in and did that built buildings, and I had asked him about getting a quote, but I need a metal building built. Jace says I'm back. Well, hello, Jace. I'm glad you come back. James said no politics, no religion. Kevin says you are a family man. That's right. This is audience says what happened to Danny. I don't know who Danny is. Shaviz says hello, Mister. I am from WAK
Wakanda.
Okay. Maria says seriously, why are you wearing black?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even the real place.
It is real place.
Because that's the shirt I put on today. Jay said, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing great, and I hope you are. Jane said, hi, Jace. Welcome back. School today? Question mark. Annie says, do you like Little Caesar? It's okay. It's cheap. I like when I want something fast and cheap. That's what we go get. But I wouldn't spend a lot of money there.
You know, speaking of Little Caesars, you know, women usually say, I was young and dumb. Nah, Beach. You were like a Little Caesars, hot and ready.
Daniel says, happy Friday. Hey, everyone. Jay said, yes, I had school today. Jane said, Danny went for a bit too far. Maria says, but why? Because this is what I wanted to put on. Hey, Alice says, this stream needs more women. There's several in here and several that think they're women. Kevin says, if you are happy, I'm happy. Jay said, but tomorrow is the weekend. I'm happy. Trey said, yes, sir. Understandable. Been hard at it in the past couple of days, but pouring concrete to Tuesday. That's just awesome. Maria said, I still don't get it. What's there to get? I don't understand. I won't eat fish now. Okay. James said, Al, it's actually a car channel. Most women wouldn't think it's interesting. We got people in here that don't even care about cars, but they come on to listen to our English. And we're such great people. They stay up all night to watch us.
And they complain.
Circus Trap says, I have a plush girlfriend. All right. Okay. Great for you. Annie said, what's your favorite fried fish?
Probably the fried one.
Yeah.
Flounder.
Flounder. Yeah, that's a good one. Marion says, hello from Ohio. Hello. Maria said, I don't understand either. Jane said, Trey must be in warm weather. B says, what's up, Americans? Hello.
Everybody, we need 4 more subscribers to hit 3,500.
Oh, man. 4 more, we could hit 3,500. Can y'all help us out? Trey said, but other than that, putting together a 72 C10, so we don't talk about that, boss man. Yeah, we'll be glad to talk about it. We've got a 70 doing a C10 swap. LS swap. We got a 71 C10. That's mine. We've got a 78K 15.
And a 71 C20.
Yeah, we got a 71 C20. We got several trucks around here like that. Matthew Owens said, I'm sitting by a fire. I'm building maple wood and the smoke smells like maple syrup.
I bet it does.
Jane says, hi, Baron, Ohio here too. Engine says, y'all ice. Barrel, yes, I like barrel. Alice says, is that a gaming chair? Yes. Kevin said you. Annie says, Birch is better. Jane said, 3,500, man. Lips and bounds, yes. Angie says, oh, y'all are mechanics? Nope, we're parts changers. Alice says, what do you think of Chrysler 300C? I like them. Maria says, I can fix my sleeping habits. That's why I'm here. When I fix them, I'm only come on Sundays and breakfast lives. Trey says, we have a straight line ready to put it in. Cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
But yes, in warm weather, Jane. Hey, will you read for a minute? Please.
Where you at?
I just got called up. Oh, goodness gracious.
Let's see. Robot said, is it simulation? If you want it to be a simulation, it can be a simulation there, boss man. Jane said, Trey, Ohio here, still have snow on the ground. Yeah, I don't envy you in the slightest on that one. Matthew said, I had a 69 C10 with a 92 S10 step side. Cool. Maria said, nice shirt. Thank you. It's black.
What?
You gonna be like these gay people on this live, or you gonna contribute something to
I
society?
thought it was pink. That's what they
Oh,
all
Jesus
say.
Christ.
I swear it's pink.
Trey said, heck yeah, Jane, I love the snow. I hate the snow. Jane said, what does the shirt say? Last time I tried to read it, it was upside down and backwards. But it should say, fire 'em up. Notcher. Hold on. I don't know. It's a NASCAR shirt. Let's race. NASCAR. Oh, NASCAR Nation. Let's see here. Annie said, I like Lake Perch fried. Okay. Maria's laughing at you, Justin. Trey said, if only it said Rust Wallace. Man, Trey, you really trying my patience tonight, ain't you? Annie said, engulf shrimp big. I like jumbo shrimp. Matthew said, I think 69 was a big year for him. Muscle cars. Yes. Starting in the 70s, remember they had the gas crisis. So all these big meaty V8s shrunk, and you'd have a 454 that only had about 190 horsepower. So yeah. Jane said, or not Jane, Rust. God dang it. Trey said Rusty. Jane said, Trey, we had 13 inches end of January, then 8 inches last week. I'm sick of snow. Yeah, we had 16 and a half inches of snow whenever it snowed at the beginning of the month. F that. Jane said, catfish. I know I'm a catfish. Matthew said, bring the thunder means crank it up, turn the key. I got that part. I just never read the shirt. My boss read it this morning. He's like, oh, that's cool. I said, oh, I've not read it. It was given to me. My love's ass said, y'all, can I ask a question without getting in trouble? As long as it's appropriate, you can ask whatever you want. Trey said, you don't like Rusty Wallace or Dale Earnhardt?
What?
Well, I never watched Dale Earnhardt race because I think he died in 96 and I was born in 96. And you better not start me on the other guy. Or no, that's not the one I'm thinking. I'm thinking Bubba. I don't know Rusty Wallace. So I do apologize for assuming that, Trey. I don't know who Rusty Wallace is unless it's the same question. Alejandro said Chrysler 300C, yay or nay, and why? I say yay. I like them. They do get a bad reputation, but I do like them. I mean, you can't go wrong with the V8 in a car like that. But I mean, they ride surprisingly good. What the fuck are you doing? Oh fuck! You make me have homicidal thoughts. Brr. Jenny said, Matthew, 69 was a huge year for muscle cars. Had two of them, Mach 1 and Camaro. Do you know Jane also used to have a horse and wagon? Jane said, your snow was gone the next day. We still have it. No, the hell it wasn't. We still have some places that have it. But it did take about a week for it to get rid of it. It's Little Toilet said, no questions, only demands. Well, what are you demanding? Matthew said, Dale Earnhardt was a cheater. If he couldn't pass, he would put him in the wall. There's a reason they called him the Intimidator. Trey said, it's okay, boss man. They're old-timey racers. Well, Trey, if you haven't noticed, I'm not as old as my dad. So,
Pretty close.
look, the old-timey racers, my personal opinion, they did a lot more racing than they do now. Now it's a 600-lap race, and we're just driving.
Circle.
I'm fine with the 600 laps, but there's borderline no competition. Yeah, you got teammates, and then you got people that you're not teammates with, and then it's hey, your crew chief calls and says, oh, hey, Justin back there said join in the pack. We'll go 3 deep.
What?
I mean, you got spotters and stuff that'll sit there and draft off of each other to try to pass people. But you can only do that with certain people. How much sense does that make? That's not racing, that's just organized driving. Jane said, well called. We called Rusty Wallace Rusty Wawa. Sounds like the same person. Alejandro said, my dad had a Chrysler 300C for 15 years, and it's a effing tank, reliable. The only problem I have with the 300C, the only problem, is that Hemi lifter tick. Because I had a patrol car that was all-wheel drive and had the 5.7 Hemi in it. It would get up and go, it'd get out of its own way, but that lifter tick was a son of a gun. Other than that, the car held up surprisingly good to me. Sick Wicked said Trumpers. Well, we don't talk about it. You can vote for whoever you want. That's kind of the part of a democracy. I'm not going to be upset with you, but it doesn't matter who I voted for. Matthew said V8 is always better than a V6 or V4. When you pass someone on the interstate, you say, should have had a V8. Exactly, I heard that one. But now you got the problem of General Motors, Ford, and Ram, Toyota, they're getting rid of the V8s and even the bigger V6s and putting turboed 4-cylinder straight fours. Like, yeah, okay, the turbo 4-cylinder's great until you realize you got to run 93 octane in it. It's turned up higher than a tick's ass or giraffe's ass. Watch it, fatty.
I got it though.
What'd you throw?
Ball over there. Hey, drop it.
Let's see
Drop it.
here. God dang, I can't see tonight. Jay said, Matthew, most NASCAR drivers put people into the wall. He ain't roving, you ain't racing. Can you shut the fat guy up back there? He's getting annoying.
Drop it.
Printer said, are you going to address the child porn allegations against your channel? Well, I wasn't aware of any, but I mean, if you think there's some on there, whenever you go watch all the videos, comment on the one it's got. Trey said, LO, I feel that. I'm 28, brother, and I still feel old. Ran dirt track racing myself for a while, but wrecked after a couple days of trying. I would love to do circle track racing. I'd love to do, like, track racing. We do burnouts. If you're new here, Trey, we do burnouts. Me and Dad's raced down the 8th mile a handful of times. But the people who were putting on that event, it was what was it? Triad Street Scene at Piedmont Dragway here in North Carolina, up in Julian, North Carolina. And people kind of screwed the pooch on that one. We stopped going because they were charging entirely too much. And the next thing you know is they canceled all the events last year. Sick Wicked said, what child corn, huh? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Jane said, child corn allegations? See, again, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if y'all think it's on there, go rewatch all the videos. Tell me if you find any. Matthew said, before restrictor plates in 1988, it was racing. Now it's high-speed traffic. That's what I think. So I'm glad we're on the same page there, Matthew. Sick Weed, I'm not reading it again. Maria said, I just fall asleep. 99.
Drop it.
Alejandro said, did you see the Mad Max movie? It was awesome. I've not watched it since what, like Fury Road? I mean, I can't tell you the last movie I saw in there. Kumail said, are all the gays still here? Nah, they come in and say stupid shit and leave. I mean, it's almost like they're too chicken shit to deal with the consequences of their actions. Jay said, LOL, Maria, we keeping you up. I have told her time and time again, we enjoy her in the live, but she's got to make sure she stays at least sleeping a little. Because she said she's starting to wake up with headaches. I'm like, yeah, that'll do it. Next thing you know, you'll be sick. I hope he bites your giblets. Your man 9 said, hey, Ma, I drive a soccer mom van. Am I a bitch maid? No, I don't think so. I know a man who drives a minivan to work every day. He's a pretty cool guy. Maria said, what are you talking about? Shit, I have no idea, Maria. Your man said trucks are mini homes nowadays, as much as they cost. Yes. Sick Wicked said, I got hacked by a Honda with a built engine and turbo, so now I'm building one. F it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But you'll notice real quick with us, we don't care to win a race. We're out there smoking tires. Maria said, which movie you and Madison watched yesterday? Well, apparently Addie's been having nightmares, but we watched Pixels. It's an older movie with Adam Sandler. Pretty good movie. Matthew said, yeah, turbo V4s are still a V4. No matter how big the turbo is, it's still 4-cylinder. There's no replacement for displacement. It's like you get a big old 454, stroke it and bore it out to a 496 or a 502. Guess what? You're going to have a whole lot more power. But you bore and stroke that 2.4, you're going to get like a 3 liter. I mean, Maria said, I think Justin's scream is what wake you up. You woke Maria up.
We'll bark some more, woman.
You should go rock her to sleep.
Rock your baby. Shut up.
So. Sick Wicked said that Honda was from hell or something, but I'm building my own right now. See what's up. I think that's cool. I like his next comment. Y'all watch Cletus.
Do we watch them?
We do to it.
We part of the show.
Sick Wicked, if you're like, I'm going to imagine you're new here. Last year we did compete in Cletus McFarland's Burnout Rivals in April. Dad blew his car up. Got to meet him, JH Diesel, Adam LZ. Got to meet the Mad Hatter with the Rose Gold. We met a lot of these people who honestly do substantially better than we do on burnouts. They're pretty damn cool people.
And we're going back in April.
Yep, we got approved to go back in April, so we will be competing again. But yeah, we when we get a chance, most of the time we're playing others' videos, and between working full-time jobs, working here at the shop to make videos, doing the live, and then putting the video together, there's not a lot of time to watch videos. But yes, we do. Matthew said, I love this live because you read all the comments. This is All American Channel. Well, Matthew, we'll break it up into 2 comments like you typed it. If you can take the time out of your day to comment on our videos, we should be able to take time out of our days to respond and at least read them. All right? Our opinion. It's one of the ways we can give back to you. You're spending some of your 1,440 minutes on us. I can spend some of mine on you. And the next comment, this is All American Channel. This is a everybody can get along channel. This is the melting pot of YouTube's, in my opinion. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you think you are, what color you are, or how you identify. As long as you respect me and I respect you, you're welcome in here, okay? I'm not going to make anyone respect me. But it's our channel. We're doing with it as we please. And if we have proved anything, we can all get along. Kamel said, I can't lie, y'all are likable for some Canadians. Close, we're Southern Canadians. Jane said, Justin's being ADHD.
You got it? You want me to read?
I got it.
Natter.
Late Night Skies asked if I'm AI. Yes. Trey said, right, I understand that, bro. People got to ruin their fun for everyone, bro. Pisses me off. That's kind of where I'm at. You'll see we enjoy this live, and every once in a while people just really want to just fuck it up. And it's annoying. Ozzy28 said, Billy Joe and Billy Bill, it's good to see y'all are still out here. I've been waiting on y'all to come help me replace my flux combobulator on my GMC Sierra. We've been coming that way for months since I started walking, and you've never been there. Box fan said, sup gang, wanna bang bang?
Hello, gang.
Only if you hold my hair.
I leave my socks on.
Yeah, it's not gay if you leave your socks on. Pet said, hello, USA YouTuber. Lulu NATO Live Video Garage Toyota France, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. Jane said, Aussie damn combobulators. Matthew said, I got one for tall boy left for fuck. I got one more tall boy. Okay, Maria said, bye, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Maria. Thanks for coming in. Sleep well.
See you, Maria. Thank you.
Jane said, take care, Maria. Ozzy said, how many roller dogs do y'all eat in a day?
74.
Well, Justin eats 74 because he likes wieners.
What?
Me, I can't tell you the last time I had a hot dog. But a roller dog? I don't think I've ever really had a roller dog outside of from Sheets.
The freak's a roller dog.
It sits on the roller all fucking day.
Oh.
Like what's in a truck stop.
Oh. The heck with that.
Matthew said, I want a 98 Nova with subframe connection and a big block.
I got my nose.
98 Nova. Did you mean 78 Nova? Sick Wicked said, thoughts on a Coyote engine. Extremely overpriced. Responds to boost very well. I wouldn't mind having one, but it's entirely too much money for me. Sick Wicked said, so you guys know Boosted Boys and PFI Speed? Nice. No, I don't think we met them. We met most of the Cletus crew just by being at Cletus's event, but Boosted Boys and all them other guys like that, they were pretty busy doing their stuff. We've just been one time.
We've been my one-time part of the show.
Yeah.
We've been to Cletus's events, but this is the first time. Last year was the first time we went and competed in part of the show.
But I would like to get them to know them better. Has nothing to do with they have substantially larger followings than we do. It's just
They do
I have
what we like.
questions. Yeah, and I have questions. PFI Speed can teach me all kinds of stuff about stuff, and Boosted Boys can teach me something about a Honda motor if I ever want to do it. That's one thing you'll notice is we can do anything. Just sometimes we need some help. Not like financial help. Sometimes we need guidance.
We need that too.
Well, yeah, that too. Matthew said, "I hate."
give us money.
Oh God.
Put your name on the wall.
Matthew said, "I hate when racers think they got horsepower and a big block shows up and blows their doors off. I like whenever they get their doors blown off. It's humbling. But you really want to get a nice cash days winner, a big block with enough nitrous to put a small family under.
Yeah, but y'all also got to remember, the people that's got the racers, they like those cars and they're building them to what they like. So they deserve to be happy too.
Yeah, we're not
Enjoy
talking about racers like what's going up and down the road with just a fart cannon on it.
Even
just
them, they
red
like
bombing
it. Let them do theirs.
Listen, there's one thing I think we can all agree on. All right, I'm all for this respect all builds except that squatted truck bullshit.
Thanks.
Jane said, "Bring on the burnouts." Whoop! Check out New Year's Eve video. Hey, yeah, I would appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited. Maybe we can make tomorrow happen. I don't know. We will see. And if we can go tomorrow night, that means we can test our 15-inch wheels. See if they do any good. JH7 said hi. Hey, buddy. Jane said hi, JH7. JH7 said hi, Jane. JH7 said, "Turn out I got a sinus infection." Well, a nice antibiotic will take care of that, buddy. And a steroid. Jane said, "Oh, no, antibiotics." Adventure Austin said hi. Hello, Austin. Jane said hi, Austin. Austin said hi, hi. Oh, Daryl's live or premiere is in 30 minutes. Matthew said they launched a rocket from the Cape last night on Friday the 13th and was successful. And when they made it into space, the astronaut said that the 13th ain't really that bad. Ha!
Then they blow it up.
Well, I'm glad it went well, Matthew. Joe Time 777 said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken." Colonel Sanders. Sounds like a personal problem. Jay said, "Matthew, where are you? It's still the 13th here." I was going to say it. Ozzy said, "Solve this equation. 2 plus 2 times 7. That's 16. Matthew said, "I mean 68. 69 Nova." Gotcha. That's what I was thought. I was like, 98 Nova? Like,
They had a Nova back then, but it was a small sedan car, a little video car.
here we go. I approve of this. Kamal said, 69. That's right. Sick Wicked said, "At Joe, you gonna F up your kidneys?" Yep. Better be careful. Jane said, "Kamal, you're still with us." Yay! I'm glad. Ali Poor 9003 said, "God." Matthew said Vice Grip Garage and Junkyard Digs, I'm going to assume it's Digs, are good channels. I remember watching Vice Grip Garage and hell, even Cletus whenever they first started. Junkyard Digs, I remember watching before him and Junkyard Mook ever got together. They're substantially larger channels. You can definitely tell a difference now. But I do agree. I think they're good channels. Ozzy said, "Y'all pulling gold from them catalytic converters?" No, platinum. But nah, if we have any laying around, we need to take them to the scrapyard. Really, we need to take the trailer to the scrapyard, get some scrap bins. We got to get rid of some stuff. Ali, we don't talk about religion in here. Kumel said, "I won't leave until they call their dad gay." Fuck.
Gay!
See you, Kumel! Ali said, "Do you know
not
Iran?"
Gay. I've got kids, thank you.
Lavender marriage.
Lavender.
Ali said, "Do you know Iran?" Yeah, I know Iran.
But
then I got hit by a fucking
He
tree.
didn't go far enough. The
Yeah.
tree caught him.
Jay said, "Kamel, well, I guess you're settled in." Kamel said, "Yep." Sick Wicked said, "What do y'all drink?" "I drink Budweiser." We don't drink alcohol. He takes a shot of Grey Goose before bed, but I don't drink alcohol. Justin over there's probably drunk as a skunk right now.
There's fart.
Get the f out of here before you fart.
Blame it on Cade. Why'd you fart, doggy?
Listen, his farts smell specific ways. Yours smells different.
Oh, yeah,
Yours smells like Jamichael. Matthew said eagles don't fly with vultures, aka big block muscle cars don't ride with rivers. You know, you are the company you keep, and that's basically what you just said. Deborah said, good evening. Good evening, Deborah. Matthew said, same. I'm too drunk to taste this sandwich. J7
I
said,
thought he was eating chicken.
Chicken sandwich.
not
guess
J, not Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Other guy said he was too drunk to taste chicken.
Oh, sorry.
J7 said, imagine the chair that Randy was sitting broke on Friday the 13th today, LOL, instead of a couple weeks ago. Oh, that would have been freaking hilarious. Mr. 90 said, oh, hello, bastard. What have you done to Stone Coldie in the back? I'll beat his ass.
How many likes we got?
55.
All right.
I can't run. 55. Oh, sorry. Cry Gone Jen said, y'all need to clean. It's not Asmon levels, but damn, bro, respect yourself enough to respect where you live.
Damn, bro. Go back and watch the videos, see how much we have cleaned up.
Dirty hoe.
Oh, surprise.
Hell, you need
You
a fucking
joined it.
haircut if it's you.
Yeah.
That ain't him. Cry Gone Jen. Well, listen, if you had any earthly idea of where we started,
Or what
We
you were
could-
talking about.
the light in here didn't work. I had to replace the light. We redid the back wall. And you couldn't
get in
even
here.
open the door in here. So, I mean, if you had any idea, and by the way, this isn't a house. This is my building. So, I mean, if you don't
8,000
like it,
square foot, nine
nine
bays,
bays, 6.5
and it
acres.
was full of shit. And we've been cleaning our ass off.
Yep. And hey,
Jackass.
if you ever want, you can come down here and clean it for me. Da-dum. Oh, Kamel said both of us have to do it. Jane said, hi, Mr. Knight. Matthew said, would you rather have a 69 Camaro or a 72 Chevelle?
69 Camaro.
I'll take the 72 Chevelle. Ali said, we are terrorists? Did anybody say Iran was terrorists? Ozzy said, can I hear you do a non-Southern accent? Would you like a soothing cup of tea? It's about as good as you can get.
Hell no.
Barberry said, drink a beer. If I wanted to drink piss, I'd probably drink my own.
Dude, nasty.
That's basically what beer
That's
tastes like.
nasty.
You're nasty.
Yes,
Nasty.
nasty. You know what your piss tastes like if that's what beer tastes
You know,
like.
I'm pretty sure at some
You're
point in my life I
nasty.
pissed in your mouth.
You're nasty.
And you didn't even hit me.
You're
for it.
nasty.
Suck me.
You're nasty.
Randy's one of those guys that goes online. Please give me a golden shower.
Go ahead, close your fucking eyes. Throw this right on your nads. Let's see here. Deborah said, how are you guys doing today? I think Justin and Dad are pretty tired.
Doing good. Hope
Me?
you are.
I'm moderately annoyed.
Oh, who?
Oh, hell. Ba-bum. Jane said, hi, Deborah. Oh, and, who said it? Ozzy, buddy. I don't think I have an accent, but obviously I do. Let's see here. Matthew said, dog farts are the worst. Kibble farts melt your nose. That's why his shit smells so bad, because he's still on puppy food. Nasty. Damn, he's got his damn head in the armrest.
Yeah, he's gone.
Jane said, it was hilarious when Pops about laid himself out. No kidding. Mr. 90 said, Stone Cold is very tired and back today. He's been working his butt off today. Matthew said, farts with a asterisk. I got you. J7 said, I can stand bus 55, LOL. Matthew said, I can't drive. 55. Let's see here. Cry Gone Jen said it was dirtier before big ups for cleaning. Yeah, buddy, look, I'm going to assume you're new here.
You can go on.
There
see if
was-
you've ever been in there before.
Yeah, there was 9 bays, okay? And of the 9 bays, 2 of them were actually usable. And 1 of them really wasn't. So, I mean,
You know, I'm just going to tell you, he ain't worth your time.
probably not. But I'm still going to say it. Mr. 90 said, you are lying, big, strong bastard. Stone Coldie is stronger than you. Okay. Hank McDonald C3P said Trump on top of.
The world.
Top of one. Matthew said, do y'all ever get drunk enough to listen to American the Beautiful and smile?
Never
No.
been drunk.
Daryl said 1 hour 2 minutes today. Got you, Daryl. Matthew said you're so full of shite your eyes are brown. Nah, maybe.
Isn't that 62 minutes?
Yeah. Deborah said that is nasty. Agreed. Drew Daniels said, as a practicing psychiatrist, I see we have a lot to unpack here. Well, my last psychiatrist jumped out the window, so you might want to be careful. EFFF Shams said P. Diddy party. Pass. Lotus said, hello, hello. Hello, Lotus, with a missing
Hello,
E.
hello, hello.
JH7 said it's probably just vinegar, not pee. At least I hope not. Matthew said dad-son relationship right here. Ha. Yeah, I'm the oldest. He's the youngest. Our middle brother, he's a little bit further away
He's the
now.
middle.
He did move away, but he wasn't a big fan of being on camera. But no matter what happens in this world, he's always welcome to be here. Matthew said, Dad looks passed out drunk in that chair. Passed out tired. Kamal said 69. You know what comes after 69? Mouthwash. Or 70. The old 24 valve said, I made a homeless man smell my schlong today. Blessed him with $20. God is good. Sounds like you need to go slobber on one then.
Wait,
Matthew said,
$50.
what's the best muscle car in your opinion?
The Camaro.
I don't know. I like the Chevelle.
Corvette's not considered a...
No, that's a sports car.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I'm more of a Chevelle guy than a Camaro guy. Lotus said Daryl Soup. I think he meant sub, but my computer probably translated it.
Right.
Jane said, Drew, lots to unpack. You had no idea. Someone, 6885 said, hi, Greenland. What's up, someone? Jane said, hi, Lotus. Lotus said, hi, Jane. Matthew said, what engine would you choose in your dream GM car? Probably a LQ9, LQ4, one of the two 6-liter LS2. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the LS3. Don't tell Hugh that.
Good God.
But I mean,
The dog farted. Yeah, Google.
I don't know. I would want whatever motor I can get in it, like the L8T, the new 6.6 gas motor. I'd love it, mainly because I like the power, I like the torque. Lotus said, is that Timu just off camera? Yes, Lotus. Yes, it is. Jane said, welcome back, Greenland. Matthew said, what's the hottest American woman you can name? My wife. Alex T. Me said, is Pop acting asleep so he won't give me an AC unit? Yeah. Matthew said 70. Exactly. Daryl on Mormac said Lotus. Jane said, it is Lotus being ADHD. Yeah. Matthew said 454 comes after 70. Bingo. I like the 396. I might have to put some aluminum head on mine. J7 said we need a good old whoopee cushion in Pop's chair to wake him up, perhaps. That chair does like the other one did, and it slowly sinks down. I'm going to put an air horn on it one day. He's going to be in here doing this live or just sitting here, and that song is going to go, it's going to be freaking hilarious. Matthew, so what's your favorite kind of soup? I don't know. I like tomato soup if I have a grilled cheese. Or vegetable. Yeah, tomato soup if I have grilled cheese. Clam chow or oyster stew. I guess that's technically a soup. No oysters. Hold the oysters. But I mean, I don't really know, but. Kamal, so what's your favorite type of Asian?
I don't know, dude.
There's like 7 countries over there. I don't know. JH7 said, anyone a fan of Chevy El Camino? Super reliable car. It has everything you want, a sedan and a pickup storage. It's like a Corvette with a pickup bed. I like the Chevy SSR, which is like the bubble style of the Camino. Jane said, Hugh is still live. You can sneak that comment. Gotcha. Lotus said, what's up, Justin?
Woman.
Jane said, LOL, hi, Alex. AC unit is gone. I don't even remember where we put it. Lotus said, waiting for it to break again. You know, we could do a sleeping live and just let him be asleep while we're doing this. See if it ever breaks. Matthew said, would you want a supercharged 396 or a 572? Well, I have a 396. But I mean, I don't know. 572 obviously would be more power. But I don't know. I'll stick with 396. John Glass said Tuscan soup. I don't know what that is. J7 said air horn sounds good to me. Just need a light switch for when you're done telling him something in the room and you press the light switch and the air horn will go off. Oh, no, I needed to go underneath his chair. Potential spam.
I don't need it.
Ignore. If it's important, they'll leave a message. Da-dum. We got 15 people, 55 likes. Matthew said clam chowder. Chowder is great. Jay said, "Hello, I was going to say tomato with grilled cheese. Does Pop like tomato soup?"
Yep.
Yep. Carlos said lotus soup. Video Gamer 13 said, when does this stream end? 17 minutes at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matthew said Japanese Asian is the best. Different strokes for different folks. Lotus said sup Carlo. Daryl said tomato soup is not soup. Just drink the nasty stuff already. Bruno said a hug from Brazil, bro. Well, welcome to America land. How is Brazil this time of year? Kamal said Matthew, my man. J7 said Chevy SSR looks like a pickup of the Prowler sports car. Yeah. The Chrysler, what was it? The Chrysler Prowler?
Mm-hmm.
Dad wants one of those with V8. Exposed front wheels. I think that's pretty cool. But I like the SSR.
With the wheels.
Yeah. Matthew said, my dad had a 454 72 El Camino. It was badass. I bet it was. Mike said, no sleeping live for God's sakes. I heard that's one quick way to get hundreds of likes is just go to sleep.
I knew I'd catch you watching me.
Paxton Pools said, hi. Hello, Paxton. How are you doing this evening? Kamel said, favorite type of South American.
The nice ones.
You know, I had a friend who was originally from Brazil. And I'll tell you right now, do not call them Mexicans. They get very upset with you. And he was short and chunky. I told him, you know, you're my favorite short, fat Mexican. He goes, I'm not a Mexican. I'm Brazilian. I said, no, you're American now. But I used to get his goat so bad, I'd call him my favorite short, fat Mexican. He was a good guy. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. Matthew said, or put a fart cushion under his chair. No. I need the air horn because it's louder. A fart cushion, he just assumed I shit and sprayed me with water. Lotus said, Cleat about to take to the track. Oh, in the ARCA race?
He's doing trucks.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's racing trucks. He hit
Okay.
the wall one day this week.
JH7 said, will you guys be live tomorrow evening? I forgot.
Yes.
We will make a post about it. Because if we make it to Caraway tomorrow, we won't be live. There's not enough internet there to be live. But,
I forgot about that. Sorry.
But we will put a post out. We got to get Fireball ready. And the rate that we working on stuff, we ain't making it tomorrow. Matthew said, I got to put another log on my fire. Be careful. J7 said, I like both. I've seen a few SSRs in Alabama. Pretty cool truck.
Right.
I think I'm the only person here that likes them.
I like it.
Paxton said good. Good. I'm glad you're good. James Blondie said Pawn Star. Was that really what you said, or did you say something? Yep, Pawn Star. No. I buy stuff. I just don't sell it. Matthew said, Dad looks comfortable in that chair. I have the same by my fire. I need to get the offices where they don't leak and I can have a better heater in there. And oh, man. Lotus said, in the truck series, they like 10-ish minutes from starting. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see he's still doing that even after Biffle passed. Matthew said, you know what a Mexican chainsaw is? A machete. Yeah. Reap P-J9Q said, hey man, what's up, Reed? Matthew said, is the air horn on a train louder than a truck that has one? Oh yeah. J7 said, okay, sounds good. Thank you. Safe travels. Thanks, buddy. It's like, what, 20 minutes from here? Caraway?
Yeah.
Not even 30 minutes from here. But again, we will make a post about it. Delixer the Mixer said root beer or Mountain Dew? Mountain Dew, please. Kumail said yellow shirt is bad person for kicking the dog off the couch. He's an asshole. Daniel said beautiful couple. Damn, Daniels. Hold on, let's see. Are you doing anything useful for your life outside of sucking on your mama's titty? Nope. Surprise. Oh, you joined all the way back in 2014? I bet you that's when your mama let you have a phone. And you retracted your message, you little shit. Jane said Justin needs something to cure his indigestion. Jeez. Get an ass whooping. Lotus said, going to run, guys. Have a good night. Have a good one, Lotus. Thanks for coming
See you,
in, buddy.
Lotus. Thank you.
Let me know if Cletus wins. Jane said, take care, Lotus. Dynamite Dan said, have no fear. Dynamite is here.
All right.
Alrighty then. Jane said, hi, delicious. Daniel said, your mom's your dad's sister. Wow. Hold on, Daniels. Hold on. Before you... Oh, look at that, you little chicken shit. Retracting your message again. I hope your mama lets you drip down your leg. Delixer said, hi, Jane. Jane said, hi, Dan. Matthew said, before 1988, racing was whoever had the best team behind them. And who could cheat the best. But, yes. John Olson said, get me up to speed here. We do a live every day, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our daily videos are basically a day in the life of Never Done Projects. We focus on the automotive side of the world. But we're working on going to Cletus and Cars, or Cletus's Burnout Rivals in April. We have 23 vehicles here at any given time, and we work on basically every single one of them. There's enough here to go around. Delicious Mixer said he probably retracted it because he is scared of being banned. Well, then he shouldn't say stupid shit. Like, look, yellow. Yep, yellow shirt is going to clap this guy's cheeks tonight. And I bet you now that I read it, he's going to retract it. Oh, yep, look at that. It's almost like I know this fucking idiot.
Well, no. It's okay. I'll close my eyes while I'm doing it to him, so it's poof, it's a woman.
Yeah. JH7 said, will there be a video of your event tomorrow? It's not really our event, but yes, we will definitely record. We got the newer camera now. We got the 360 cameras. We can put them both on each car. There will definitely be footage. Annie Francisco said hi. Hello, Annie. Dynamite Dan said hi, Jane. Kumail said, damn gays. Stupidity. Matthew said, my dad climbed the trees around the Daytona 500 in 1988 till the fire department came and ruined it. Huh. Let's see here. Silky said, hi, good morning. Good afternoon from us. Good morning to you, Silky. Kumail said, I would never make a gay joke. Totally wouldn't either.
If you can't joke about it, you take
Off
it
topic, aka In God We Poop, said, almost missed you all. Time. Welcome in, buddy. Jay said, LOL, Kumail. Matthew said, after that, they cut down all the trees around the track. Bam. Sojo said, how old were you when you discovered your father is actually your oldest brother? No wonder he likes to hang out with you all the time. Completely unnatural, telling daddy to get his own life. Hold on, let me check here. I bet you like this other dipshit in the chat. Yep, you do absolutely nothing with your channel, but you want to come into other people's channels and say stupid shit. I hope you choke on it. In God We Poop said, just ban him. Oh, no. He's feeding the algorithm hamster. That's probably up his ass. Jane said, hey, off topic. The lecturer said, was there ever a vehicle you gave up on? My 1989 Camaro IROC Z.
And the S15.
And the GMC S15, 87 GMC S15.
That's actually what got us started.
By selling the S15 and the IROC Camaro is what put us on the path that eventually led us right here. But back then I was a cop. I didn't have the money to work on them. We didn't have the knowledge that we do now. The Camaro needed a fuel pump. We just didn't have the knowledge. We didn't have the tools, and I definitely didn't have the money.
Because one thing's for sure, if we had it now, we could get it running.
Yep. And the S15, the motor locked up on it. It was a 2.5 Iron Duke and a 5-speed. Again, if we had it now, we'd drop a damn LS in it. Let's see here. Off topic said, hiya, Jane. Bape said, what kind of cars do y'all work on? Mostly our own stuff, as in our own stuff, but mostly Chevrolet products. Our burnout
93
cars.
Z28 Camaro.
Yeah, we're not allowed to work on 95.
Because it said there wasn't nothing wrong with it. It said it was good to go.
It is good to go. I need an oil change.
Then shut the hell up.
But no, yeah, we work on
Hell,
mostly
can't
trucks.
get you here to work on mine, Russell. You bitch about working on yours.
Suck me. JH7 said, "What's that blue car behind you on the wall, top left?" That is Adam at Grease Spot Garage TV. That is his car, his 1963
Biscayne.
Chevrolet Biscayne. It is Pandora.
Pandora.
It was painted by Daryl at Metal Art Customs. JH7 said, "Thank you." All right, let's do a little bit here. I bet you if Daniels is still in here, he's going to retract his message. when I
Don't read it.
Yep. I hope to God you suck a dick. JH7 said, "Yep, look at that. Damn, I'm good."
You can still get banned even if you.
Yeah, because remember, dumbass, the internet's forever. JH7, that kid making fun of the guy on the couch. Sorry, I forgot his name. He probably used the phone in the restroom during high school hours.
You darn right.
Oh my God.
Jane said 63 Biscayne. But yeah, no, that guy that just wants to make fun of people and then retract their message, I bet you he's about 7 years old or 8 years old, and he's living in his mama's house, of course.
2014 is insanity.
Yeah, he joined in 2014, so I mean, he's been on the internet for 12 years.
He's probably older
But-
than me. Dirty little slut.
I
He's like
guarantee.
a chicken. He's
Yeah.
chicken. Chicken.
Look, I'm willing to say you're a fucking idiot. And you can quote me on that. Oh, look at that. Yep, gay flags. And 2 eyes and a mouth. Let's see here. Jane said 63 Biscayne. Matthew said these trolls. And look, they retracted it again. Matthew said these trolls choke on hot dogs. Nah, he eats hot dogs for the shape, not the taste. He said some painted nails.
He eats the Snickers upside down just for
For the veins on his tongue. Lee said hi. Matthew said, "In God we trust. May God lay or may God lay bless on us."
Amen, brother.
Let's see here. Delicious the Mixture said, "Do you never work on Japanese cars because they never break down?" Well, I got my 1988 Toyota pickup truck, which is a Japanese car. I work on it, but I mean, it is a 40-year-old truck with 350,000 miles on it, so she needs some love. In God we poop said, "Ooh, a hot dog sounds bomb. Why am I starving?" Probably because it's 7:55 p.m. for us. I'm hungry too. Matthew said, "My dad has a mint 1955 Pontiac Sky Chief if anyone wants to buy." That would be cool. Matthew said, "He's chicken shit." Exactly. Jane said, "Daniels, I'm reporting you." Yep, see, he retracted it again. Kumel said, "I, for one, would never make fun of Yellow Shirt. I feel he is spiritually minded."
What?
He's just special. Like, I mean, he's about a couple chromosomes short of a full box of crayons. Skibbity.
I don't let him bite it anyway.
Skibby said, "Oh my God, I'm gay." Well, congratulations for coming out, Skibby. John Olson said, "I have a 65 Biscayne built up a 430 over from when I was a kid. Sits out in my field looking sad." I hate to hear that, but
I talked to somebody today. Her brother has got a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro that her dad bought new, and they have restored it, and it was originally and still is the 454. Beautiful car.
okay, everybody say goodbye to Daniels.
What happened to Daniel when you say something?
I hate him on the channel.
What do you say?
He wanted to say that he's just picking and then retracted it again, so fuck him. John Glad said, "Now I'm hungry." Me too. Delicious Mixture said, "That troll opens bananas with his mouth."
Shocking.
Matthew said, "Toyota did make good trucks." They did. The only problem they have is rust. JH7 said, "Daniels, that eye emoji looks like your mom's face paint." All About the World said, "Y'all look like hillbilly." Or highbilly. Yeah, hillbilly. That's okay. Look, we are Southern Americans. I mean, the derogatory term is fine. But,
Not bother me, brother. Yep. I kind of enjoy it.
yeah, let's see here. All About the World. Yep, Sameo, you got a picture of an ass.
For real?
No, it's a picture of a donkey.
Same
8 subscribers, 2 videos, joined in 2011. 0 views on both of your shorts.
Tragedy.
Damn. No views whatsoever.
Give them one view.
I ain't giving you shit. Matthew said, my dad has a 1984 Toyota pickup with a 2.4 liter. That is awesome. Diesel. Now that's even more better.
Oh, heck yeah. What year?
84.
My papa had an 82 long bed, 2-wheel drive.
Let's see here. NS2OP said bunch of crayon munchers.
They taste
But
I
listen,
like the purple ones.
the orange ones taste like oranges.
Exactly.
But hey, was the color orange named after the color orange or the fruit that's orange? Jane said, hit the like, y'all. Yeah, I would appreciate it. We're sitting at 60 likes with 16 people. Let's see here. Matthew said, God bless the 454. Hey, I like the 454, but I do have a 396 in here. Unless I can get a 454 for real freaking cheap. J7 said, feel free to make me a mod, lol. Nah, because we don't want them deleted. Kumail said, yellow shirt talking with his pimp. Yeah.
P-I-M-P.
Carmen's telling him what to do.
I'm a woman.
Oh, hell.
If not, it's kind of gay.
Ah!
Matthew said, that's the proper term. Oh, we got 1 minute. Roscoe said, what's up, guys? Young Buck did today. Broke the blade on my week-old hand planner. Then we got to the store with the new blade. He sliced his finger wide open on the display model. Can't make this up. Jane said, hey, 61. Roscoe said, God bless. Jane said, hi, Roscoe. Daryl said, peace. Captain Bad Bill said, hi. All About the World said, I bet you all single. Bet you wrong, dumbass. Jane said, geez, Roscoe. Matthew said, hey, God bless America. And that's all she wrote. Yep. Car Cam 37 said, my daddy has a 79 Chevrolet Love pick-em-up truck.
Cool.
That's a good truck. Roscoe said, sucks. Jack said, do you believe the natural healing properties? Okay. Oh, and Carmen said, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
There's the dirty woman.
Listen, everybody, that's 8 o'clock. Daryl's going to start his premiere. Everybody, thanks for coming in. Thank you for 63 likes.
Thank y'all.
Everybody have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, most importantly, keep it silly.
silly.
Thank y'all.
Suck it respectfully.